Currently, this cult of media philosophy, the one of sex, drugs, and look at me, of glorifying the worst of the street and worship of money, idolatry, has taken a hold on our most precious commodity. Our children are slaves to that which we do not see. Man has upheld negativity while downgrading things like true love and honesty. This is what renders the soul unconsciously, a sort of dying of the thing that makes us see. Contouring intelligence of the mad scientist variety, invented by dark forces trying to grab a hold of you and me. Embrace the light. Do not go into that dark night. Armor and shield yourself for the righteous fight.
Due to explicit language, viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, in effect, welcome to another episode of the Slaves Podcast. I have a very, very special guest. And I'm going to give you a story. This woman right here is a very, very strong woman. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's a manager. She's a consultant. She's like a Jamaican. You know how the Jamaicans be having all them jobs, right? Yo, this is a beautiful person. This is my motivation. And without further ado, please introduce yourself.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Fatia, and I'm back at it again. Not really back at it again, but I'm on my brother's channel. I don't really know what we have in store today, but whatever it is my pleasure to be here. So pretty much I have no idea what we got going on, but all I know is I'm giving 110% as if it was my own. So I'm a pass.
I knew it. I just knew that. I knew that. All right, Miss Fatia, tell the people what you got going on, like promote what you got going on. Do you have anything like websites or your social networks? Tell people how to contact you, see your creations and stuff like that.
So all I would say is I have a YouTube channel. You could find me if you search Fatia Vines. That would be FATIPAH Vines, VINES, as in grapevine. And if you search that, you will find my channel. I have a couple of videos. I am a new YouTuber. Just check me out. You might like me, you might not. Either way.
Yo, like and subscribe.
It is what it is.
I'm a subscriber.
Like, subscribe, comment, share.
I made a feature on one of her shows. I think it was called Never Have I Ever. So check that out on Fatipa Vines YouTube page. It's fire. All right. Now, sis, can we get into the proceedings this evening? I have a question.
We can get into it, but remember. Okay.
All right. I have a question, all right? All right, so.
Okay.
For the way the times is today, right? How do you feel about the future of your two beautiful black sons that you have, Nasir and Jamin?
The way that times are today. So the way that times are today, we are dealing with COVID-19, the pandemic. My main concern would be this virtual learning. What my exact concern is, for one, I have a 1-year-old who has not been introduced to virtual learning yet. I have a 5-year-old who is newly introduced to virtual learning. My main concern will be, can they really get the type of education that they need to survive in the world over a computer? How will not being able to interact with other kids affect his future?
That is a good question, and I would think that there would be a pro and a con. There would be pros and cons to having to have your kids at school instead of sending them to a school. like you said, the con would be that you're not, as far as with the kids, you're not socializing and you're not learning how to handle interact and handle certain things which are social even when you're out of school. Like there's things that you learn in school dealing with other kids that you can carry on, you know what I'm saying, throughout your life. And the pro is that the kids are home, and whether you a lot of parents don't have a job and they're, you know, they kind of laid off or whatever, and they have the time now to homeschool their kids and actually prepare them for the shit that's actually going to be happening to them in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I would see that as a legitimate concern. How do you feel about the government now? Do you think the government would have the same concerns, or they have the same concerns, or are they paying attention to the same shit that you would be paying attention to as having two black kids?
So, not to cut you off, but my response will be HELLN. Because I feel like the things that they are giving us, to me, is being considered as hush money. You know, food stamps might help the next person cope with all the extra stuff they got to do on top of them working, being able to put food and all of this, clothes on the back, this, that, and the third, okay? Food stamps is hush money, okay? Now they coming up with this whole, you got an option to not get taxes taken out of your check. It's hush money to a damn dummy. For one, because you ain't going to get no refund. You be a damn fool. So all of that stuff is set out to distract you.
Facts.
I'm not going for it. I do not want to be a candidate.
Now, with that said, you seem to be very smart. I know you smart because you're my sister. We gotta, like, all of us are pretty well smart, right? Now, with that being said, what are you gonna do to prepare your two black boys for the future? If let's say this COVID thing lasts longer than what we ever think that it would last, what are you going to do to prepare them for, you know, the world and how to approach the world?
So for one, I would say as a mother, it would be all about sacrifice. Yes, thankfully, I am not a single mother. I have a husband, but, you know, the man is the breadwinner. He got his own piece to the puzzle, and I got mine. So for my kids, I'm going to give 110% at my job. And if I got to come home and lose a couple of hours of sleep to turn into a teacher from 8 to whatever time, that's just what I have to do. And that's what I have been doing, honestly. You know, I got to do what I got to do.
I mean, strong black woman shit. Strong black woman shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. There is nothing. It's really nothing that can break a strong black woman from the will of trying to do right by her kids or whatever, her family. All right. With that being said, do you have like any kind of message that you want to send to the world? Anything that you want to get off your chest?
So my message, my personal little message, would be dedicated to the ones who are actually doing it alone. I know we have a lot of single mothers who right now may feel like all odds are against them. I just want to tell them to stay strong. The outcome is going to be bigger than what you put in. You know, sometimes you might feel low. You literally got to pick yourself up, be that bigger person, and be strong for the people that you're trying to build and develop and prepare for the future. You know, we gotta be the ones.
We gotta be our brother Scotty. Our brother Scotty, right? He had on a t-shirt on the second episode of Slaves Podcast. He had a t-shirt that said, "We are the drivers," and then I would like to leave that open-ended. We are the drivers to what? And I'll leave that to the people to fill in the words, to fill in the blank on that. But as black people, we are the drivers. And we're going to have to teach our kids the same thing, you know? And it's a sad thing that we have to put so much effort into teaching them how to react to to white supremacy, teaching them how to talk to the cops, teaching them how to, you know, survive in the world. Now we gotta have to teach them to, you know, prepare yourself.
It's a little bit like, you know, you want to teach your kids, you know, all the positive things. You also have to prepare them for negativity. Just because you don't want them to end up where some black African Americans have ended up, because they may have answered one simple question wrong, or maybe they shrugged their shoulders in the wrong direction and offended somebody, or maybe they needed to go the extra mile for no reason. Yeah, these are the extra things we have to prepare our kids for.
Facts.
Sadly.
Facts. So your message is to give all to your kids. Try to teach your kids don't try. Teach your kids the right way. Teach your kids the right way. You know? And this was perfect, sis. This was perfect. I knew you was gonna smash this shit. You killed this. I can't wait to chop this up and put this up and post this. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of females out there that feel the same way that you feel and have the same ideas that you feel about your kids and the future of America. I appreciate you, sis.
Right. So, yeah, I just don't want them. The single mothers, like I said, that's who I target, right?
Right.
I don't want them to feel like they're alone. I don't want them to get distracted by a dollar sign. Your children's education is more important. Preparing them for what's to come is more important. You know, keep your eyes on the prize. Don't be distracted. Don't be discouraged. Don't let yourself.
Sis, I appreciate you, yo. I'm having like a crazy connection right here because my shit keep going in and out, but I got your message. We gonna carry this on. We gonna strengthen the black community. We're gonna do a lot of things when we deal with the kids, and we deal with the kids and have our attention on the kids. That's having attention on our future. So we got to do that. You doing that, and I praise you for that. I thank you for you being the mother to my nieces. I mean my nephews, both of my nephews. I got nieces and everything. Like I just love everybody in my family. I love you all. Thank you, sis, for doing this for me and blessing my podcast with your presence.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, sis. Well, shit, you know, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Maybe we could turn up or something, you know what I mean?
All right.
All right, sis. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, later.
Bye-bye.